Okay, well, here we are. Another Nerdy Virgin podcast, which I've been falling off on, and I'm trying to get back on the horse with this. And I guess I do it. I guess my New Year's resolution is to start doing the podcast again, and that's so embarrassing. I was almost not going to have any New Year's resolutions. I felt so good about myself, and then here I am just spoiling it. And what I realized with this is that for me, I have to know why I'm doing this podcast, because clearly it's not for any monetary gain. And I think that why I'm doing it is because I love to write, and this is a way to help me write. And I think this is kind of how Bill Burr, from what I understand, helps to come up with material. Is he just kind of talks through it, and he just talks for an hour, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to talk for an hour because I think even that's too much for me. He can last for an hour. This is about to go into a sexual joke. Best case scenario, 20 minutes for me, and that's really stretching it. Good. Well, all right. Well, this will be the. I'm done now, right? No. I'm not done. I'm moving forward. As I enter my 43rd year, aka only 2 more years until the colonoscopy. Why am I looking forward to that? Because my bowels have been crazy my entire life, and it would be nice to just have someone take a camera up there. It would be nice to have someone take a look, and I would love to know what's going on up there, because it seems like it seems like the 405 freeway. It's never, even when there's nothing on there, somehow it's awful. So we'll find out, won't we? Also, the headache situation. I noticed as soon as I drank a Sprite yesterday, the headache totally went away. And, I've been getting these headaches. And so now, at first, so I asked for an MRI, and they found a pineal gland cyst in my brain. And that, by the way, that was 2024. That was that year. Cyst in my brain? Oh, there's nothing else this year. That's what I'm focused on. Cyst in the brain. I'm sorry I just snorted into the podcast. If I had my druthers, I'd edit that out. I don't know what druthers is. I kind of know the context, but I don't know the origin. The origin of the word druthers. I could look that up. I think it's more fun to kind of make it up. Druther. I mean, it sounds like. If I had my druthers, I would do this. So if I had power, it sounds like an organ. At one point, the human being used to have a couple of druthers that enabled them to do amazing things, and by amazing things, do what they wanted to do instead of what they felt like they had to do. That seems to be sort of what the definition of a druther is. I'm also doing this in the morning. I'm trying this out in the morning instead of at night. So that way, when I'm dictating while walking around the neighborhood, people can be conscious when they're listening to me, and more people will hear about my irritable bowel syndrome. The headaches might be related to the irritable bowel syndrome. I'm reading about that. There could be a what is it called? The gut-brain axis. It sounds like a World War II thing. Yes, apparently the gut and the brain have aligned. The axis of bowels. The gut and the brain have aligned. Who's the only one who can save the day? The United States of Kidneys. Is that something? Is that a bit? I don't know. So I'm focused on that. Right now, I'm focused on that. That's the issue that I'm dealing with. That is where we are at with that. Welcome to America. Welcome to America. It's a place where things go duh. At any rate, what else can we discuss? What else can we discuss? That is the question I would like to have answered here today. That is the question that I would like to have answered here any day. What else can we discuss? I would like to take that footage and I would like to sell it as a limited live stream event. That is what I would like to do. Do you understand what I am saying? I think you do. I think you do understand where did I go there? I suddenly turned into a British person. I literally was not even conscious at that moment. My brain was somewhere else. I was podcasting on autopilot. This is why I really shouldn't do this alone. I am so in my own little world. It is beyond horrible. Truly, it is beyond horrible. So that's where we have to go from here. That's just how we have to handle this. That is where we need to go. That is the direction in which we need to head. And we need to make it happen now. By God, we need to make it happen now. What else can I discuss at this point? What else can be said that has not already been said before? I was actually talking about this at an open mic, but because my job involves me being the booker and watching stand-up, everything's been said. No one is saying anything new. Everything has been done, except jokes about Star Trek Deep Space Nine, and that's where I'm going to differentiate myself. That's where I'm going to stand out. I'm not really getting to the heart of the matter. My dad visited, and I felt like I really let him down. I wasn't present. I just couldn't get out of work. I couldn't just stop and be present with him. And I feel very badly about that. So, not only am I going for a walk, I'm exercising my Jewish guilt. We're killing two birds with one guilt. That didn't come out right, but you get the idea. I wasn't present. I need to be present. I need to be present. That's what I need to do. That would, yes. And probably a few less jokes at his expense and a few more jokes at my expense would be useful. That would be incredibly useful. I think I don't know. I don't know. I think he's still not over the death of my mom. And they were together for 44 years. Maybe he'll never get over it. I don't know how to help with that. Maybe the dog was trying to give me the answer just there as the dog was barking at me. Maybe the dog was saying, "You both need to do yoga. Have you both tried yoga?" No, dog, I have not. I have not tried yoga. I think the one thing I could do to help is be more present when we're hanging out. Be more present. That's the one thing I could do to help. Okay, so I'm passing by this house that I really like, and people are living there. And I'm trying to do this thing where I'm like manifesting what I want. And so I just want to make sure I'm manifesting one day possibly living in that house. But I don't want anything bad to happen to the people who are currently living in the house. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't want my manifestation to end up being the downfall of this family. I don't want a monkey's paw kind of a situation. You know, I really wish I could afford that house. And then I hear a voice go, "Oh, your wish is my command." And then, family of 4 murdered. On the same day, this guy wins the lottery. What? No, that's not what... No, I didn't want it that way. I'm actually cutting my walk a little short. I'm walking back now. And I got to be honest with you. Here's the thing. My dad and I were taking the same walk yesterday. And, you know, what do you want from him? He's 74. And it's uphill, and he was stopping for a rest at every block. And I was getting kind of aggravated, to be honest. And I must confess to you that I'm doing the exact same walk today. And I'm not going to the top of the hill because I'm winded. I'm on. There it is. I talked to you. I mentioned the house. I admired the house, and I was doing that as a way of telling myself, well, why don't I admire the house? That's why I'm turning and going off of the hill and going in a different direction, not because I'm getting older and death is inching ever closer, not because of that. And weirdly, am I still competing with my father? That could also be happening too. There's so much going on around this house. It is bringing up a lot. I like the house because it's yellow and stucco, and it's very like Southwestern vibe, and I like that. I like the bright colors. I like the bright colors. Isn't that ironic? I mostly wear dark colors. I don't like people touching me. I never wear pastels. So why I'm attracted to these brightly colored houses. Strange. Or maybe it makes perfect sense, actually, now that I describe it. Makes totally perfect sense. So anyway, that is the nature of my life. Coo. 13 minutes, it's fine. It's good, we're good. Now, for me, the goal here, because I've done this, where I'll record this and then I'll never post it anywhere. The goal, let's post it. Let's post it now. Let's post it.